Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. So today guys, I have very interesting content to share with you guys today. Today we're going to be looking into the time blockchain. So the time blockchain is actually the foundation of the Anttime ecosystem. So in our previous video, we actually discussing what is Anttime, the goals and the vision of the Anttime ecosystem. So let's look into the time blockchain. So let's dive into it. So we have the time blockchain. So the time blockchain is actually the blockchain layer created for Anttime, and actually it is built upon the foundation of time as an absolute asset, and also designed to connect with the real world to the metaverse. And the consensus algorithm of the time blockchain is the proof of authority, which is known as the POA. All community members can participate in the Anttime and also contribute to the time blockchain. So, and those who actually contribute at a certain level become the validator called the time provers. So they are actually responsible for actually validating transaction and also generating blocks. So we are in the time blockchain. We're going to look into the consensus mechanism of the blockchain. We're going to look at the time native coin. We're going to look at the governance and also look at the pool of friends. Let's look at the consensus mechanism. So the consensus mechanism is actually the algorithm of the time blockchain, and this is actually the time blockchain has adopted the POA, which is known as the proof of authority consensus algorithm, to further strengthen the ecosystem. So this is the main aim of the adoption of the proof of authority. So by doing this, the time individuals or organizations can actually produce time by actually leveraging time as an absolute asset. So by actually undergoing the verification process of the governance, they can actually join as time provers who serve as validators, and individuals or organizations holding 10 million time coins can produce new validators and members of the governance council. So for you to actually join this particular ecosystem, you have to become a validator member. So for you to become a validator member, you have to hold a minimum of 10 million time coins so they can actually become a validator member and also become a member of the council, the governance council. So the governance council is like a DAO. So you have decisions to make in the ecosystem. So the allocation of this position may vary based on the countries and population. So this is actually the picture showing the overview of the consensus algorithm. So we have the proof of authority, we have transaction processing speed, which is 50 to 60 transaction speed per second, and we have block generation period of 3 seconds in this particular blockchain. So we have the features of this algorithm. We have algorithm, and consensus already has proof of authority, meaning known as the POA. We have transaction processing speed, which is 4,000 transaction speed per second, and we have a block generation period of 1 second, and we have the openness. So the openness has to do the transparency. So we have verified node validators can participate in the consensus process. Next is time native. Let's look at the time native coin. So the time native coin is actually the native currency of the time blockchain. So we have that the time blockchain has the time native coin. So it's actually native coin, the cryptocurrency of the time blockchain that can be transferred within the network, and it's actually used for to pay transaction fee when building the Anttime and Antaverse ecosystem or transferring the time coin. So additionally, the time coin is used to develop a exceptional application on the Anttime platform and also contribute to maintaining a robust network. So this particular native token is used for paying transaction fee and also bidding on the Anttime and also the Antaverse, which is the metaverse of the Anttime ecosystem. And you can actually transfer and also receive in this particular ecosystem. So it's actually used to develop additional application on the Anttime platform and also contribute to maintaining a robust network. So we have the symbol, we have time coin symbol, time mainnet, which is not yet live. We have the time blockchain, and we have a decimal of 6 places. So we have the time native coin has a name, symbol, mainnet, decimal, and explorer, which is to be announced later. Next is governance. So governance, actually these are the contributors to the time blockchain. So the time provers who are validators of the time blockchain have decision making authority on the various governance members. So this is all about governance. So you have the decision making authority in this particular ecosystem when you become a governance member. So as the time blockchain embraces openness, which is we all know as the transparency of the blockchain, anyone who has demonstrated a certain level of contribution to the ecosystem can join as a validator. So through the governance validation process, so time provers possess a decision-making power on various governance issues. So for you to actually become a governance member in this particular platform, you have to become a time prover. So as a time prover, you're actually a validator, and you have to undergo a governance verification process. So as a governance member, you have every decision-making authority in the governance member of this particular platform or ecosystem. So in the time blockchain, out of the initial 11 billion time coins, we have 10 billion time coins are held in the ecosystem wallet, while the remaining 1 billion time coins are stored in the validator's wallet. So the time provers who join the time blockchain will be rewarded with time coins for their contribution to the ecosystem on a regular basis. So if you're a contributor, keep contributing, you will be rewarded on a regular basis. So the first time provider is the Anttime Foundation. Okay, so the Anttime Foundation has a pre-allocated 100 million time coins from the initial insurance to support the overall technology and ecosystem expansion of the time blockchain. So what this means is that out of the initial insurance of 11 billion, we have that the time provers actually have 100 billion allocation. So this helps to actually support the overall technology and the ecosystem expansion of the time blockchain. So in conjunction with the validators wallet. So these are the two key contributors of the ecosystem. So if any of the time provers join, the reward will be divided among them based on their contribution. So this is a picture showing the contribution process of the interaction of the Anttime ecosystem. So for you to become a governance member or a contributor, you have to become a validator. So by being a validator, hold a minimum of 10 million. So as a 10 million, you can actually become a validator member and you can actually take part in the decision making process of the governance matter of the whole system. So we have the ecosystem wallet has 10 billion time coins. We have validator wallet has 1 billion time coins, and we have the time prover, which is the validators joining criteria has 10 million time coins. So the governance process will provide details information about the initial governance process and method of joining as a time prover in the future. So we have ecosystem which actually store the initial supply of 10 billion times and is used for the conversion of time for Anttime participants. So once the time balance reaches zero, it will transition to a full-time prover system. Please refer to the time having for more information on the time production. We have next is Hall of Friends. So Hall of Friends, these are the core members of the community. So Hall of Friends is actually the core members of the Anttime community, so they can be selected through participation in the Anttime ecosystem. So once you are selected, members are granted a verified badge within the Anttime platform, and they can actually engage in various proposals and opinion processes to contribute to the ecosystem development. So what this means that when you are actually actively participating in this particular ecosystem, you'll be selected as a member, so you'll be granted with a verified badge. So this verified badge is actually used within the Anttime platform, and you can actually engage in various activities such as proposals and also opinion processes. So all of Friends members engage in core activities before becoming the time provers. Wow, this is very, very interesting. And they may also form a decentralized autonomous organization which is known as the DAO. So with other members to transition into the time provers, the Hall of Fame level consists of 4 stages. So we have the blue stages, we have the silver stages, we have the gold and platinum stage. So we have the blue stages, you have to invite 50 to 99 friends for you to be eligible. And we have silver, you have to invite 100 friends to be eligible. And we also have gold, 100 friends and hold a minimum of 100,000 time coins. And finally, we have the platinum, we have to invite 100 friends and hold 1 million time coins. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you find this video very, very interesting, don't forget to like and share this video. Thank you guys.